Shelby Miller's return to the Milwaukee Brewers roster, just over a week after being acquired, is a game-changer in their quest for postseason success. But here's where it gets controversial. Miller arrives amid high expectations, recovering from injury, and joining a team that is already dominating the National League Central. What impact will he truly have on this tightly contested playoff race? The Brewers, currently leading their division, made the decision to activate Miller off the injured list right before their Friday evening matchup against the New York Mets. This move came shortly after acquiring Miller alongside injured pitcher Jordan Montgomery from the Arizona Diamondbacks in exchange for a player to be named later or cash considerations. The timing couldn't be more critical, as the Brewers have just finished an impressive 6-0 road trip and hold the best record in Major League Baseball at this point. Miller's adjustment from living in Phoenix to integrating with Milwaukee's clubhouse has already begun, and he's excited to contribute. He expressed that although the initial shock of joining such a high-performing team was intense, being part of baseball's current best squad is incredibly motivating. His attitude reflects eagerness to strengthen the Brewers' pitching depth during this crucial stretch of the season. Meanwhile, the Brewers are juggling other roster shifts. They called up pitcher Tobias Myers from their Triple-A affiliate in Nashville and placed Logan Henderson on the injured list due to elbow inflammation. Henderson had recently pitched a strong outing, allowing only one run over 4 1/3 innings in a big win over the Washington Nationals. However, the soreness began immediately afterward, signaling trouble. Henderson himself noted he felt off starting Monday, which is a red flag for any pitcher midseason. Manager Pat Murphy offered some reassurance, sharing that Henderson's medical scans were better than feared. Thankfully, it appears not to involve the dreaded UCL, ulnar collateral ligament, but rather a flexor strain, which generally requires less recovery time. This distinction is significant because a UCL injury often leads to Tommy John surgery, a long-term setback for any pitcher. With Henderson sidelined, Myers is set to start Saturday's game. Myers' season has been a roller coaster, with mixed results between the majors and minors, posting a 1-1 record and 4.30 ERA in 8 appearances with Milwaukee, but a tougher 2.5, 3.77 ERA in 12 starts in Nashville. Back to Miller. He had been sidelined with a right forearm strain since early July and last pitched in the majors on July 5th. Despite that, his 2025 season stats show solid performance, a 3.3 record, an impressive 1.98 ERA, and 10 saves in 37 appearances. Miller shared that he's actually added more speed to his fastball and revived a sweeping pitch he had dropped last year, suggesting his pitching arsenal might be sharper than ever. For a 34-year-old with a well-traveled career, such adjustments are noteworthy and could mean he still has valuable contributions ahead. Interestingly, this isn't Miller's first time linked with the Brewers, though he never actually appeared in a game during his prior stint. He signed a minor league contract back in 2020, but opted out of that pandemic-shortened season to spend time with his newborn son, Kyler. Reflecting on that choice, Miller admits his focus was fully on fatherhood during that difficult period, a side of athletes we don't often get to see. Now, he enjoys watching his son grow up around baseball, which makes his return to the field almost poetic. So here's the burning question for fans and analysts alike. Can Miller's return and presence behind the mound be the X factor that pushes the Brewers deeper into the playoffs? Or will the risk of lingering injuries and mid-season adjustments limit his impact? And with Henderson's injury, how much can the team rely on less experienced arms like Myers? These are the dynamics that make the final months of the season so compelling. What do you think? Is the Brewers' gamble on Miller a savvy move or a risky bet? Share your thoughts and let's spark a lively discussion.